Welcome back, YouTube. Today, we're going to be watching another Brandon Herrera video. We're watching the testing the assassination attempt on Donald Trump. Because you know, if he was going to make this video, he had to make it as fast as possible. Now, without further ado, let's get into it.
On July 13th, 2024, an attempt was made on the life of the 45th President of the United States and potentially 47th, Donald Trump.
Oh my God.
The thankfully failed assassin fired a handful of bullets from an AR-15 off of a nearby rooftop, one of which nicking the president in his right ear.
I have been hearing people say that, he actually didn't get hit by a bullet. He got hit from glass from the teleprompter that got hit. I have not found anything that says that that's what happened. I just hate that people are spreading that misinformation. Every reputable news place and every reputable person is saying like, yeah, no, it was definitely a bullet. And like the glass doesn't even make any sense, really. The glass doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So, yeah.
The Secret Service was then able to retaliate with one of their snipers, ending the threat at about 3,200 feet per second. But while this assassination attempt was unsuccessful, it started a whole host of conspiracy theories on the internet, and it raised a lot of questions, really, about ballistics, amongst other things. So given that recreating historical assassinations is something that we do quite a lot on the channel, we
gotta watch
might
that
be able to shed some light on some of these subjects that are currently in heavy debate in the ballistics of the situation. Now, this is the first time we've ever tackled a situation like this where the person in question is still alive, not only still alive, but still actively running for president. But I do think we have the capability to add a lot of productive data to the conversation in an educational manner, while also giving the situation the seriousness and respect that I think it dictates. At least as much as we're capable.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty dead on right there.
I want to address today. First two are demonstrations to kind of dispel a lot of conspiracy theories right now, and the third is for fun. The first is showing how a shot like this is not only difficult to stage, but given the equipment, pretty much damn well impossible.
Oh yeah.
The second is to address the internet armchair experts who think that an AR-15 is so deadly that even a shot on the ear would have been an instant kill.
Wait. When an AR-15 round hits you, there is not much left. The children murdered with them were identified by DNA. Trump was not hit by a bullet. What the fuck? It hit him in the ear. It like grazes the ear. Do they think that if a bullet hits you in the ear, it causes such a massive explosion, it's just gonna take your head off? What? Okay, sure. Yeah, that makes complete and total sense. Yeah, you know what? I will believe you. A random Twitter account that has no sources to back out any of what you're saying. My God. Jesus.
And that it was faked with blood packets or fucking aliens, I don't know. So we're gonna replicate the shot on the ear to
someone died at the rally. Like, there were bullets shot. I don't understand how, What?
show exactly what happens in that situation. Now the third thing, just because I think it's really cool, we're gonna be replicating the return shot on the shooter from the Secret Service sniper rifle. We didn't have to do this, but
Rave, they've seen Fallout criticals, they know how it works. Oh yeah, he shot and he had a critical on him, so as long as he just touches the target, bloody mess perk activates and their limbs go all over. Yeah, that makes sense.
to be honest, I like the old-fashioned movies where the bad guy gets his comeuppance at the end, so I feel like it's a pretty good finale. And it's gonna look hella good in slow motion. And as always, when we do a spicier video like this,
his skull
my
looked
friends
too
are
normal
more
there.
than willing to help.
Bye, Courier.
I don't know why the fuck they wanted to be associated with this one, but they volunteered anyway, so it should be a fun day. This is the AR-15. As you can tell, very effective weapon. This particular iteration is a semi-automatic civilian legal version. This one in particular is kind of more of a budget gun with an optic mounted slightly too far forward, which is exactly what it looked like the shooter had as well. Now, to a competent person, making a shot on a target that is man-sized at about 130, 150 yards, not that difficult. Pretty much any experienced shooter can do that on their bad day. That's also assuming that the average competent shooter has one thing that the would-be assassin did not: more muscle mass than a 7th grade cheerleader.
Yeah.
But now what internet experts are trying to claim is that it was an inside job, it was staged, and that the shooter very intentionally only hit him in the ear to
I don't understand
his ratings and such. Now, with the shooter using an even worse AR-15, it was like an old DPMS, which is just pretty...
Do you know how much faith you have to have in somebody to be like, yeah, no, shoot at me. Just make sure it grazes my ear. That is... And also, he's moving around. He's moving his head and everything. Oh, there's way too many variables. Nobody would ever have that idea to stage something like that. If they were gonna stage it, it would have to be that no actual bullets were fired. It just had the sound effects, and then it does the blood packet. But we know obviously that wasn't true because someone lost their life. It doesn't make any sense. There's no way of entertaining such a theory. It makes no sense whatsoever. And if anyone says that it should be, it's staged or anything like that, just walk away. And I would be saying the same thing no matter who this would happen to. Okay? I hate the political climate that we're in, and I also just hate the election that we're in right now. Kind of wish that we would have different people running all entirely, but we're stuck with these two. But if it happened to Biden, I'd be saying the exact same thing. And you can bet your sweet bippy that there would be people say that it was staged if Biden got shot too, because of course there would be, because people think with their fucking opinions before they think with facts. So, yeah.
Garbage tier, to be honest, and a red dot with no magnification. I'm going to show you exactly what that shot would have looked like from the shooter's perspective, and then you can judge for yourself how easy that shot would have been to stage. So we have our stand-in ballistic dummy target here, and we are going to walk back and pace out about 130 yards. It was between, I believe, 130 to 150 yards is where the shot was taken. Let's go on the inside of that and do 130 just to give the most benefit of the doubt here. For context, this is approximately 130 yards. See what that looks like down the sight.
Yeah. Oh man, that's pretty far.
So we were just back there at like 130 yards.
That red dot, go back to the red dot. Like that red dot takes up almost the entire head from the looks of it. Yeah, just aim at the ear. Just hit the ear, just the ear.
So we were just back there at like 130 yards trying to get that through the dot. Would any of you stand at 130 yards and let me take a shot on your ear?
I wouldn't let you do that at 2 yards.
Well, that's just because you're a pussy. Because the other thing that, like, trying to explain to people on the internet, especially the experts on Twitter, they don't understand, like, MOA. So, like, when you have a garbage tier AR-15 that's, a DPMS from fucking 15 years ago that was his dad's gun, you're doing, like, a 2 to 3 MOA. So, 3 inches, let's say, at 100 yards. Some would say too much. 3 inches at 100 yards is now at 150. That's 4.5 inches difference. You know what's suspiciously 4.5 inches to the left of your right ear? Well,
wait, which way?
There's air. You absolutely, like, this dot covered a good chunk of the head at that distance at 130. Yeah, no bipod, super elevated heart rate, no magnification. So a lot of people were saying like, well, yeah, you could just zoom in a scope like Call of Duty, huh? No, it's not. It's not a scope. This is not like a fucking sniper weapon. This right here is a 1 magnification, so it's 0 mag. It's literally just looking through a piece of glass with a dot on it. So yeah, now hopefully you have a better idea of why saying that the ear shot was specifically staged using that setup at like 150 yards is just fucking stupid, frankly. But speaking of fucking stupid, there's another conspiracy theory that, of course, Trump was not hit by a bullet because bullets, expand and they have, a crazy temporary cavity and it would have taken his whole head off and all sorts of shit. And he was hit by flying glass that came from fucking, I don't know. It's Twitter. So we're going to recreate the best of our ability.
Go back.
Flying glass.
This is what an ear looks like after recovering from an AK-15 bullet. There is no way Donald Trump was hit with anything other than glass. I mean, different wounds heal different ways. Also, isn't his ear still healing? Like, his ear isn't... Yeah, that also looks more like a cauliflower ear. It looks more like boxing. Because they just showed a picture. That's all they did. That's just a picture. They don't link to anything that says, this is from where I got that information. That could literally just be a boxer's ear. Absolutely. That could just be a boxer's ear that got punched a bunch. And now he has cauliflower ear. And there's like, oh, this is from an AK-15 bullet. Please cite your sources. No one ever does that on Twitter. They just go, did you know this thing? No source. Don't believe anything from like TikTok, Twitter, YouTube Shorts, any of that stuff, unless they have a source cited. Okay? Because people will just lie to get your view and get your likes and get your clicks and get your shares. Okay? Don't trust anything. Trust but verify at the very least.
That came from fucking I don't know. It's Twitter. So we're going to recreate to the best of our ability the path of the bullet going through a small strip of flesh, the ear here, and show exactly what that would do to a human ear. Now, in order to actually capture the bullet as it's grazing through the ear, we would need some serious high speed. Maybe even ballistic high speed.
Did someone say high speed?
I don't know why they keep doing that.
Why did you?
Wow, they're here. I love these guys. But also, it didn't even go through his ear, right? Wasn't it more so like it just scraped it? Like the bare minimum of it that hit the ear to where it was kind of like getting hit by like something that scrapes more so than like it penetrated the ear. Like that's how close it was to not even hitting him, it seemed. So it was more like you scraped your knee type of injury, but with a bullet instead of instead of the ground in your ear instead of your knee type of thing.
It's like a bit or something. I don't. So 100,000 frames per second. That should be plenty enough to catch a bullet like that because it's traveling at what, 3,000 feet a second?
Roughly. So this will slow down time 3,000 to 4,000 times slower than normal.
Perfect. Well, let's get to it, guys.
Let's do it.
Now, we don't really care about distance on this one since, I mean, the ballistics are going to be negligible. If anything, closer distance should do more damage. So if this just rips right through the ear like it did in real life, then that should definitively prove it. So let's, I just want to make sure we get the most accurate shot possible. Firing.
Did I see a jiggle?
Oh, I
That's
barely
shit.
clipped the ear. I clipped it right on the side, not on the top. I clipped him, like, right there in the middle.
We're gonna have to look for like a vibration. Oh,
Yep, there it was.
Ah! He's dead. His head explodes. Boom, he's dead.
Oh, you definitely grazed the ear.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Whoa.
Damn.
That was like edge of the bullet.
Yeah.
I know. That was, I think we could get closer. Yeah, so I think he actually got hit right up here.
And boom, we end it. It was all staged. See? Look at that. He grazed it. He did it. He did the shot. Ignore the fact that he was way closer and everything. Boom, end of that. I bet there's somebody who did watch this as a hate watcher. And they were like, see, that proves it. And they just clicked off the video. It's like, no, that was like super close. You know, that was like super duper close and everything. Yeah, the tier list. Yeah, the tier list part of the stream is done. We did that for about 4 hours, almost 5 hours. But then we're just finishing up the stream with this. Sorry you missed it, chicken. Sorry you missed it, chicken.
The bullet impact was right there. You could see where it just grazed the very edge of like the middle of his ear.
So
but we're gonna try to go for the meat.
What I find the most interesting is that the whole head is still there.
That's kind of crazy. I thought it would have disappeared. Firing. Oh yeah, I think that was it. Oh yeah, that was the fucking money shot right there.
That's a perfect sim there.
How's his head still connected?
I don't know. This is
can't
crazy.
figure it
I don't
out.
think a bullet actually hit him.
Like his neck's not broken. I don't.
Where did you get the glass to
I'm
cut
taking ballistic out of my
don't know.
name because I clearly don't understand them.
Oh, that was fucking perfect.
Yeah.
Piercing. Yo, dude, that's wild. What'd they say? Don't get your ears pierced at Claire's.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, that's the meme. I've seen it. Ah, there goes his whole ear. Ah.
When Trump said it felt like he got hit by something, you can see the vibration. It'd feel like someone kind of slapped you on the ear.
I was just gonna say, I'm actually personally surprised that it had that much temporary cavity, that much expansion.
Yeah, that's bigger than I would have thought.
The head is still there.
Yeah. If
No,
you
I
play
don't
it
believe
on
you.
full
It's
speed,
a delayed
like,
reaction. It's kind of like when a ninja does a slicing maneuver on somebody. You just got to wait a little bit longer, okay? His body hasn't caught up with reality to the head exploding, okay? We haven't gotten there yet.
unfucking impressive, but
I mean, everybody's making fun of his ear bandage in his speech, saying like, oh, he's wearing a big bandage for sympathy or whatever. You just saw his ear explode from cavitation from getting hit by a gun. Like,
yeah, it looked okay.
Okay, I don't know if he needed the bandage or not, but you know what I will say? I did see pictures of other people at the conference or whatever it's called, the rally conference, whatever it is, that were also wearing the bandage in support and everything, I'm like, that's cringe. Okay, that's cringe, dude. You don't really, come on. Like this, he's just a guy. He's not like a fucking holy symbol that you need to be like, yes, our symbol. It's like, come on. Come on. Really? Really? He got hit by the bullet. You didn't. It's so, like, you took it too far. You took it too far. Oh my God. It's just, oh.
Because I know he was golfing the next day. Which
My longest confirmed was at range of 800, but it was a bit further. It hit a wedge right, and the bullet dropped more than expected. Just not clean. Oh.
Talk about fucking Chad energy right there.
I mean, Evander Holyfield finished the round, so I mean.
Yeah, well, to be fair. You got, assassination attempt at 8, but you've got a tea time at 9 a.m. Like, yeah, what you gonna do? A lot of people talk about how Trump turned his head at the last minute, and that's what saved his life. And it's really easy to see. Like, there's graphics and shit of it, but now that we have a ballistic dummy here, you can actually plainly see the trajectory the bullet took to go through the ear the way that it did. If his head was tilted the way that it was before he went to go look at that graph, it's hitting a lot of,
skull.
The really important lizard brain stuff that makes you, continue to breathe. So him turning his head at the last minute got a lot of the vital part of his brain out of the way of that bullet, which is just, talk about luck. We might be having a very different conversation.
Yeah, there's an alternate timeline where this is way different.
That is what would qualify as too soon. Speaking of too soon, you want to gank the shooter?
Oh, God, yes.
So now let's talk about something that the Secret Service would have been using to take out the nameless.
Oh, I want to see him try to. Man, I was hoping that they would at least try to take the shot from that far away, just to show like how hard it is. I know people will probably say, "Oh, you're intentionally missing" or stuff like that, but I was hoping they would show it of like, okay, I'm aiming at the ear as best as I can, and then how many misses they make or how many hits they make from them trying to just hit the ear. I would love to see that. But man, they're not doing that. Dang it. My question about this test though, does skin stretch like that and maintain the shape? I think so. Maybe it doesn't stretch that much, but skin is pretty stretchy when it comes to that type of ballistic. So yeah, like you can't physically stretch your ear like that, obviously. But if you get a bullet shot through it, it's going to expand it and it's going to try to return back to where it was. It's a lot stretchier than you think it is based off of your ability to stretch your skin itself.
Here is an Accuracy International 300 Win Mag. Accuracy International is like the Lamborghini of bolt guns as far as like not getting something stupid custom done. Very, very nice rifle. I've been shooting this setup a little bit this last couple days. Fucking amazing gun. Better be, because they're like 15 grand. Got our 300 Win Mag Spicy Boys right here. Gonna load it on up. Keep the bolts open though for now. Got a Badger Ordnance scope mount with a Night Force ATAC scope, topped off with an RRS tripod. These things are very expensive and very nice. I've never really shot with one before the last couple days, and it is amazing. It's really like cheating. Now I know how they were able to pop that shot off so quick and so accurately after the first round was fired. It's a funny story. I bought this whole setup from EuroOptic, and I was not paying very close attention because I knew I needed to get this video out quickly. So I was in a rush. I bought an Accuracy International bolt gun, and I didn't realize I bought the wrong one. I bought one with a left-handed bolt, not super useful to a right-handed shooter like me. I called up EuroOptic, told them this.
How do you do that? How do you do it where you buy the left-handed one? Aren't there less of those? Shouldn't the default be right? If you're like going quickly, shouldn't the default usually right-handed? How'd you do that? How did you do this, dude? How'd you do this, Branda? How'd you rush it so much you somehow got the less likely one to accidentally buy? Wow. Wow.
The situation, I got somebody on the phone in like 30 minutes. They helped me out. Not because I had a contact there. I was a random customer who spent my own money on this gun, and I fucked up. Their shipping guys got it squared away right off the bat, and I had it in time for the video. Then we told them what we were doing with the video, and they wanted to be a part of it, so they actually ended up sending us out this tripod and really just hooking us up. So we really appreciate EuroOptic for not only just having a great customer service experience, like genuinely I was impressed, but also just for a genuinely good customer service experience and for helping us get all this stuff out here in time to film this video. So we really appreciate EuroOptic for helping us out with this. Show them some love, please. Now, you wanna see somebody's head pop? POV, you see this popping up over a slant.
His skull looks too normal. This is inaccurate. Boo, downvote the video. Inaccurate. His skull does not look how I would expect it to look. His skull should look like a Dorito chip. That's not correct.
part, we're going to replicate the shot that Secret Service took.
He has a normal
on
head
the
skull.
would-be assassin here. Not 100% clear, judging by some of the photos that I've seen, exactly where he was shot and where it exited, so I'm gonna take some creative liberty. I know he was shot in the head. So now we're gonna see in about 100,000 frames per second exactly what was going through his head.
See, he kind of looks like Harry Potter now that I think about it.
Why's his teeth so straight?
Yeah, his teeth are kind of straight. And
What is that, a jaw? This isn't accurate.
Yeah,
kinda
see, he
carve
agrees
some
with
of
me.
that away, make it a little flatter down here. Kind of concave his head in a little bit.
Yeah,
Don't worry,
his
we'll do
fucking
that for
forehead
you
was
in a
so far out.
I think the
Chin so
the
far
good
back.
angle.
He had the,
Take good care of him.
from the picture I saw, he had the Leafy as here chin. Didn't Leafy as here have like a weird like symbol thing he used for it where he'd cover his own chin like some way or whatever? Because he was so embarrassed by his own chin that he made an entire hand symbol that he and his fans would use just so that it covers up his chin. He had a reason for it. Yeah, human soy jack.
Godspeed.
He didn't do his mewing streak.
Without further ado, let's go ahead and take this shot. Firing. 3, 2, 1.
Oh my. Well, he's gone.
I think we hit him.
Wow, that's what happens if you hit the ear. All they did was hit the ear of the guy, and his head exploded, okay? They're not gonna show you that. You're gonna replace it with some fake ballistics camera, because then you realize it was fake and everything. Oh yeah, see, oh shoot, we grazed him in the ear and his head fully exploded. We gotta fake it, guys. We can't let them know the truth. That's totally what happened.
Holy shit.
That is violent.
That's graphic.
His brain.
Brain's laying on the ground back here.
Oh, that looks more like his jawline. Bet you won't do that again. Dude, that is genuinely like a fucking 3,200 feet per second decapitation.
Oh, he fell down.
I can't. A loud noise was heard and he fell.
Wait till you see this.
Based on how fucking cool it looked 150 yards away, it's gonna look pretty cool.
Oh my god. It's bullet time. Oh my god. Yep, there goes the... Hang on. There's the perfect jawline. There we go. Now it's right. That's correct. We got it. See, now they fixed it. They fixed it.
That looks just like him.
See, I told you.
Jesus Christ. Well, it looked like him at some point in his life.
Oh.
That looks more like him now.
So you did clip the glasses.
Oh, really?
You can see
Okay,
it.
good, good. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it
I was
shattered it.
I was aiming for the glasses. The
Yeah, you
left
hit him,
side
like,
glasses.
right here on the bridge of it.
Oh, it's turning his all the force is still pulling his skull backwards.
Oh yeah,
Oh my
'cause I hit
God.
him technically on his
Hey,
right
welcome,
side, so it's
Picklemon.
Well, so the death photo didn't quite look like that, but we were also using like ballistic tip shit and all. Yeah.
It ignites stuff inside of his head. Right?
Yo. Yeah.
Oh
that's what it
my.
does. You see the
Yeah, there's
flash.
this explosion in his brain.
It's the radio the CIA was playing the messages through.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Well, I believe the president is safe. Not gonna lie, I was a little graphic. That was probably a little unnecessary. But hopefully some of the stuff that we talked about today dispels a few of the myths. There's a lot of misinformation going around. A lot of people really don't know what they're talking about, weighing in and spreading a lot of conspiracy stuff that really doesn't make sense. And while stuff like this is kind of fun in a way that, doing science is fun, doing ballistic stuff is kind of fun, I think it does kind of go without saying that the message that we're trying to get out here today is just data, trying to put right some conspiracy theories and things going around. This isn't any sort of message toward political violence. I shouldn't have to say it, but that's obviously not what we're about. That's not what we're talking about today, and that's not the point of living in the greatest country in the world. We have a constitutional republic, a representative democracy where we're allowed to express our differences and decide together as a country at the ballot box exactly what direction we want this country to go in. That's the proper way to go about it, and if you think the alternative of taking innocent life is acceptable, or if that's the thing you should do, well, that's your fate.
Goodness.
Anyhow, I had a lot of fun today. I appreciate the help of our friends over at
And he's absolutely correct. Okay? If you're listening to this, make sure you're registered for vote. I don't care who you're going to vote for. If you are able to vote, go and vote. I want whoever wins to be the person that the most people in the United States wants to have won. Okay? I want the US to be represented by whoever it is that deserves to actually win, as if everybody who could vote votes. Okay? So I don't care if who you're voting for what, Trump, Biden, third party, someone else, Mickey Mouse, I don't care. Go and vote. Vote. Get out the vote. Tell your friends to vote. Make sure you're registered to vote. Tell your friends to make sure you're registered to vote. Tell your parents to register for vote. Just vote. Okay? Just vote. Just do it.
At Ballistic High Speed for helping us get that fucking amazing shot.
High-speed footage.
Delicious is a good word. I like it. But no, I appreciate you guys. You guys fucking suck. I don't know why I invite you to shit anymore, dude.
I didn't even know Donut Operator was there.
Fuck you guys. I'll see you on the Unsubscribed podcast, and I will see you sexy YouTube mother lovers in the next video, assuming I don't get a strike for this. I shouldn't, but that's never stopped them before. Appreciate it, guys.
Alright, wait, what's gonna be the out? What's gonna be like the blooper?
Alright, would any of you let me, fuck. What the fuck does it say? I have a boner. Oh, I have a boner RN right now. I thought it said I have a boner run.
Same.
Oh no!
He really likes nurses.
That would have been better.
Wait, that one is slightly more threatening.
Yeah, it's like kind of a veiled threat.
Well,
Man, the media's gonna have a field day with this one.
Mama, I'm gonna be on the news.
Mom, I'm gonna be on the news.
That's what that kid thought.
Oh my goodness. Stop. There we go. Piss! Piss! Sorry. Alright, well, thank y'all for watching. Just remember to vote. Go and vote. Okay? If you are legally, if you're a US citizen, you're of legal age, vote. Okay? Couldn't care less who you're voting for. Just vote. Okay? It's a right that you all have, and you should vote for it. Some people say it's a privilege. It's not a privilege. It's a fucking right. And use your right because you have it. Do it. Vote. Okay? But before we go, I hope you enjoyed watching. I don't know if this is even going to show up on YouTube, guys, because if his video gets striked, I'm not fucking putting this on my channel. I can't do that. I already got one strike because of one of his videos. I already got a strike because of the one of his videos on there. So, yeah. But, hope you all enjoyed it. Maybe come by the streams live on Twitch or YouTube. Maybe even, join the Discord that's linked down below. And, come by. But until next time, hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day. And take care, y'all.